Hi guys, so this is the last Captain Atom story published by Charlton Comics. This is the last one. So it's called Charlton Bullseye #1. It's a one-shot issue. And it's all black and white. There's no color in it. So I think this was like an unfinished comic. And then, then they finished it after, and when this came out in 1975. And so it's the end with Captain Atom fighting the Ghost. He looks like identical to Spider-Man. Like if you see his head, he looks identical to Spider-Man. But anyway, so there's some character bios to recap. So subject, the Ghost. Real name, Alec Royce. Well-known research scientist, genius in the field of solid-state electronics. Comments. Rejected as a youth, Royce became bitter. When his studies uncovered the secrets of teleportation, he used his discovery to lead a secret life of crime as the Ghost. As Alex Royce, he's a wealthy, respected member of Washington society, and a personal friend of Captain Atom and Eve Eden. For the past 8 years, he has been a more or less willing guest of the warrior women. Okay, so this is 8 years after. Okay, so this was made way after. Okay, so this wasn't unfinished. So, a more or less a willing guest of warrior women of Sumeria, who have mistaken him for the Faceless One, their long-lost evil deity. Powers, teleportation, range unknown. Last known whereabouts, Sumeria, whatever that is. Or wherever that is. But subject, Captain Atom. Information, real name, N. Christopher Atom, Captain, U.S. Air Force. Child prodigy, mastered university level work in chemistry and physics at age 8. Graduate of U.S. Air Force Academy with honors. Victim of first and last near-space nuclear test. Expert in fields of rocketry, ballistics, astronavigation. Transferred from NASA to Special Intelligence Wing, 1966. Comments. Trapped in the nose cone of an Atlas missile armed for nuclear testing. Captain Atom was totally disintegrated and by some cosmic fluke was reintegrated as an atomic-powered being. The secret of his dual life is shared with Sergeant Jeffrey Gunner Goslin, General Clinton Eining. So that character would be General Wade Eiling in the DC Comics later on. Miss Eve Eden, see accompanying file, and a few high-ranking officials. Powers. Due to an accident with an out-of-control nuclear reactor in the late 60s, Captain Atom's nuclear powers have become cyclic, i.e. they will weaken with heavy use but soon build back up to their peak. Hyperactive strength, flight, invisibility through light refraction, nuclear fireball capabilities. Last known whereabouts. Captain Atom is officially stationed in the Washington, D.C. area, but may be dispatched to any area of the world at any moment's notice. Now, this is going to be hard to read. So, subject, Nightshade, real name Eve Eden, daughter of Senator Robert Eden. Comments. Eve's mother Magda was actually a princess from another dimension. Magda's people had the ability to transform themselves into living two-dimensional shadows. When Eve and her brother Larry were small, Magda revealed her secret to them and showed them how to use their powers to transcend the dimensional barriers. Once in her home world, however, Magda and her children were attacked by minions of the mysterious Incubus. In the midst of the battle, Magda was mortally wounded and was just able to transport herself and Eve back to the sphere. Larry was never seen again, but Eve made a promise to her dying mother to go back for him someday. Senator Eden knows nothing of this, but believes his wife and son were victims of some assassination conspiracy. Nightshade is of normal strength, but possesses great skill in most, if not all, the martial arts. Ability to become a living shadow. She is frequently found in the limelight of Washington and New York society. And after 8 years, the action-packed return of Captain Atom Showdown in Sumeria, also featuring the return of that darling of darkness, Nightshade. I don't know. I don't think there was a Nightshade story when I was reading this. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not mistaken. I think it's just Captain Atom. But soul and inspiration, Dave Kaler. Pencils, Steve Ditko. Script, John G. Michaels. Or Mitchell's. Inks and lettering, John Byrne. With John Byrne. So that's the guy that made the Superman. He made a bunch of comics, actually. He made a bunch of Marvel and DC comics. He wrote Fantastic Four and Superman. Yeah, so with an assist from Barb Weaver. If it's the same John Byrne, but in a place no outsider knows, the ghost archenemy of Captain Atom defends his past failures to the ruling council of the strange race that worships him as the Faceless One. I tell you, I have the means to destroy Captain Atom and all who stand with him. But what makes you think you can defeat your foe, O Faceless One? Has he not eluded you enough? Bah, he has been lucky, but these past years I have not been idle. I know now how to defeat him. Striking without warning, teleport him here to Sonoria. With the combined might of my task force, I can snuff out his miserable life. You propose to accomplish now with our help what you could not before alone? How unlike you to rely upon the strength of others, Evil One. High Priestess! Gracefully, the veiled figure glides into the chamber. We worship and love you as a god, Faceless One. But be forewarned, another failure could spell your doom. What? This is blasphemy. No, I won't fail again. This time Captain Atom will fall. And far off in New York. Washington wasn't kidding, Cap. Look at the size of that thing. The bigger they are, Nightshade. You distract while I try the back door. With skill unequaled, the Darling of Darkness buzzes the behemoth's head, while Captain Atom goes directly to the heart of the matter. Quite the impressive tinker toy. I'm going to have to smash it. Captain Atom! Spotted. But bending light rays is child's play for anyone with my powers. What? Sorry, boys. Fun time's over. Time to come in. Voices from nowhere. Ghosts. Look, he materializes. Rush before him before he vanishes again. So, who needs to vanish again? Oof. Get him! Oof. You clowns just won't learn. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the robot. Sorry, dear, no time to play games. Too slow. I've used my black light beam. What? Can't see. Naughty. Wrecking this robot is my job. The heat. Ugh. Oh, thanks for the workout, guys, but I hardly even worked up a sweat. But a robot without controllers is much like a marionette without a puppeteer, and gravity being what it is. Nightshade, grab hold of something, quick! Oh my god! Captain Gunner, emergency! Send medics! Heave, hang on, help is on the way! But when that help arrives, Cap? Nightshade? They vanished. Welcome, old foe. Welcome to Sonoria and death. Take them. The ghost! Don't know how you rigged this setup, pal, but you'll find I don't die easy. That's it, fool. Run, flee. Sonoria is a sealed kingdom. You cannot escape, and the thrill of the chase will only intensify the pleasure of my final victory. Hold, O Faceless One. This female is injured. Our warrior's code demands you tend first to her. What? Buddy? Must do what you must, blast you. Her injury is small, but serious, Evil One. The hairline fracture of the skull. Our metasphere can, of course, rectify the wound. But if there is any brain damage, that is beyond even our skills to correct. In which case, replies the ghost, it would be kinder to let her die. This place is something out of H. Rider Haggard. The ghost couldn't have set it up himself. But whoever did must be his biggest fan. Unless I missed my guess, he's some kind of god here. Which means it's up to me to introduce a little healthy Death to Captain Atom! Sorry I can't oblige, ladies, but my insurance agent would never Speak to me again. More of them. Whoever runs this setup must be frightened by a Xerox machine. Quick, over here. Going up. Oops, they're beginning to find my range, which means I better find a hidey hole and catch my breath before I take on the ghost. Elsewhere, the ghost is having problems of his own.
Why do you remain here while your enemy makes fools of my finest troops? Your finest troops? Let me remind you, my dear, that I rule here. I am the Faceless One, and it is my will and my word that is law. Aye! Very well, Evil One. I concede to your wisdom in these things. For now.
And meanwhile, what of the cause of this little altercation? Steady now, Cap. Not so much as a bee's sneeze, or it's game over. Unit 2, below you. What? Blast, back to work. I wonder if they're finding this as monotonous. Playtime's over. I gotta find the ghost. And Nightshade, who at that moment grows suddenly tense beneath the shimmering of the healing rays. A final burst of energy courses through her nervous system. Her back arches, her head jerks back, and she screams.
Success, Faceless One. She will live.
Excellent. I have need of her now.
Hail to the Faceless One.
Now, Captain Adam, now you shall feel my full wrath. Hear me, old foe. The girl is in my power. Surrender, I shall destroy her, and you may be sure my methods will not be pleasant. And only a few feet away, the ghost always was power-mad, but all these years in this place have really scrambled his brain. He's not just taunting, he's raving. And every second I waste thinking about it could be a second off Eve's life expectancy. So, ta-da! Cap! The next issue, 2 again, is that the end? Oh no. Okay, so the next part, I guess. So continuing the cataclysmic comeback of Captain Atom as the Man of the Atom and the Darling of Darkness become 2 against Soneria, dialogue Roger Stern, pencils Steve Ditko, inks and letters John L. Byrne, guiding light Dave Kaler. Confused reader, that can only mean you missed our pulse-pounding premiere last issue. And if you did, we're sorry, but you'll have to pick up the story as we go along. There's no time for a recap, because from here on it's non-stop action, and it all starts the moment you turn the page.
What's going on, Cap? Where are we?
Soneria. And don't ask me where it is. I don't know. The ghost teleported us here after you were injured. Ugh. He set himself up as a god here, says Cap, and he... Wait, who's talking? He set himself up as a god here, says Cap, and he has a small army fighting us. That's it. More, he's weakening. But as Captain Atom falls, the High Priestess of Soneria is having second thoughts.
Is this the way of the Faceless One? To overwhelm his enemy with numbers? To turn the sisters against me?
That's it, fool. Try to stay on your feet. Ha. Power's gone. Those rat rays sapped. At last, victory is mine. After all these years, the ghost has bested Captain Atom. Not yet. Not. Oh no, fool. You're at my mercy. But before you die... It's only fitting that you know at whose hands you fell. Alec Royce.
What?
Women of Soneria, is this your Faceless One? You saw he has a face.
What? Hold. Silverhair is right. Ghost, you have deceived us. There must be a reckoning according to our code.
Damn you, Adam.
Though the ghost held to our laws, he is not our deity. According to our code, he must face his accuser in trial by combat. The victor shall go free. Do both agree?
I have no choice. Agreed. Provided the woman also goes free.
Too much. This has got to be a dream.
Thus the stage is set. Captain Atom versus the ghost. And only one can live.
Since Captain Atom's powers have been sapped by our fields, We have negated the ghost's teleportive ability. You will face each other as normal mortal men. Let the combat commence. Such contests are held... Oh, what? They're floating. Such contests are held in a null gravity field, Outworlder. This is it, Captain. The final showdown. And I've experience with such primitive weapons.
That could be an advantage, Royce. But I've done some fencing myself.
Eh? You'll never get out of this one, fool. All odds are against you. Only a fluke saved you before, and unlike you, I have no qualms about killing.
Really, Alec? Are you so sure about my scruples? Did you think I'd let you walk away?
First blood to you, Adam. I will reevaluate my opinion of you.
If I can get us all out, I will. But if I can't...
Don't worry about it, Captain. I don't intend giving you a choice. Your fencing is rusty, Adam. You've left yourself wide open.
A cry catches in Nightshade's throat, but only the priestess joins her in silence. Captain Adam faces his foe with only an unfamiliar Cenurian electrothread as his aid.
And now you die.
Close, very close, but not close enough.
You charged my sword!
We're even again, Ghost. Let's see who's the best now! The fighting goes on, the air crackles to the snap of their electro-threads, and the acrid scent of ozone hangs heavy.
The gods will surely punish us. Even now my warriors cheer this pretender. Hush, woman, be silent and follow. I would aid you. But why? The others? They still honor the ghost. Whatever the outcome, you would be in danger. Oh, none may pass till the conflict is decided. You know this, priestess. She does, sure, but I'm new in town. Defiance is punishable only by death. Oh, don't be so trite.
Seizing the sentry's spear, the Darling of Darkness drops back to the floor, flipping her opponent into the air.
That settles that. Clang. We must make haste. There are other gods who might have heard. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
Meanwhile, Captain Adam succeeds in disarming the ghost. Now we'll settle this man-to-man, Royce. This is for the trouble you gave us as the ghost. And this is for all the worry about our missing friend, Alec Royce.
Your banality begins to bore. See how well you fare in a nuclear furnace without your powers.
But in the control center...
I've lowered the damper field. Bring your friend here, quickly.
I'm on my way, as fast as only Nightshade can travel. In the midst of a nuclear furnace, Captain Adam's radiation level builds, until the delicate threshold is crossed, and he achieves critical mass. Lord, Alec must be under that mess. It's probably no use checking, but what? Hi there, handsome. Come on, I'll explain later.
Quickly now. The reactors are most unstable. We could lose power suddenly. Farewell, outsiders. Seek no more fabled Sonoria, for we go to join the Faceless One.
Thus, as one world dies, Captain and Nightshade return to another. We're back, without final proof of what happened to Alec,
or why he became the ghost.
We can't even be sure where Sonoria was. Say, how'd you pull off that shadow trick?
It's an old family secret, but I might just tell you over dinner.
And it's the end. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.